Hello and welcome to, cancel that. Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga with the Prescott Library. Grab a chair, grab your mat. We're going to do a little bit of hand weights today, so have some 1 or 2 pounds near you. I usually don't like to go higher than 3, but it's up to you as to kind of what you're looking for building muscle and strength. Take a nice big breath in, just sit yourself up, engage your tummy, and just do some gentle side to side shifting. Gently moving your shoulders side to side. And bring your shoulders in, deepening the stretch, opening up. I'm bringing my shoulders a little bit back, gently opening up into the clavicle, into the pecs. And you can stretch your arms around. And gently, small twist over towards your left. Just take a few big breaths in and out. And coming back, little side to side movement. And gently coming towards your right. Nice big breath in and out. Nice big breath. And this time we'll just do some gentle circles. I think when I do this, I visualize that I'm those old-fashioned telephone cords, and just unwinding all that stuff, locked up in our spine. Getting a little bit taller. Because I go up, I don't go down on this one, right? And nice big breath, reaching all the way up. Excuse me, hands down. Stretching your head towards me, opening up your low back. And coming up. And dropping forward. And nice big breath, reaching up. Stretching over towards your right, twisting. Nice big breath, reaching up. And twist. Nice big breath, reaching all the way up. And dropping in again, reaching your head forward a little bit longer. Engage your tummy. And slowly coming up. And left arm up, opening up your sides. And noticing yourself if you're sitting a little bit back or if you're kind of reaching forward. So do your best to be up and over, pressing your rib cage kind of sideways. And switching, reaching up first. And then pushing that rib cage so you feel like everything kind of shifts sideways. And relaxing down. And gently, little apple picking, opening up your back, opening up your tummy. And bring the stretches down. Really open up. just dropping your hands down, opening up your back, coming down a little bit deeper, stretching your back. And pressing up. Again, a little side to side movement, opening up your low back. And then feel your rib cage. Kind of see what you can do by keeping your lower body more stable, and see what you can do. Certainly not, we're not belly dancers, right? But see what you can do to feel like it's more of the, like the ribs that are doing a little side to side movement. Those are some really tough spots on a lot of us. A lot of sedentary people get just locked up so much in the spine. So we're just gently opening the spine. And if you're working your core and having that pretty engaged, you should feel your tummy working in. And so bringing the arms out, visualize that we're just stretching with our arms. So I'm just making some small movements, getting some muscle memory. Making the movements a little bit larger. And then switch up. Getting your body nice and warm. And now find those stretches that you need. See if it works a little bit more to make larger movements sideways or more of a diagonal. So now I'm just kind of working my arms down, working my shoulder muscles. You should feel your biceps working in. So I'm just kind of pressing down with my hands, nothing fancy. So we're just creating that memory. You should probably, well, maybe feel your biceps right in here starting to warm up. That's good. So when you grab our weights, your arms will have some mobility already. And you're reaching up real tall, holding in, and kind of visualizing you have that exercise ball in between your hands, a volleyball, and coming down. And reaching up, and dropping down, and reaching up, and coming down, and dropping down, and now taking a twist towards your right, really keeping your tummy working. Do a few more. And twist and coming back in. Take a nice big breath. Bring your shoulders back and down and just pull your hands, grab the back of your chair. So first off, just doing a gentle stretch, opening up your shoulders. And bring your hands together and just pressing back in. So my hands are clasped behind my back. So I'm getting a deeper stretch actually into my elbows. And a lot of us I know spend a lot of time with our elbows at a very tight bent angle. And maybe depending on the time you do this, you find that you're doing this sleeping with your arms really tight into the body that way. And just relax your arms down and gently taking your left leg up, sitting it real tall and stretching forward, opening up your low back. that your head is coming right towards me. A nice long stretch. And coming up. Feel like you're getting in a little bit deeper. And stretching again, nice and long. And gently coming up. Switch legs. Nice long stretch forward. Probably noticing yourself, depending on the time of day that you're doing your yoga, if you're doing a good morning stretch, maybe you're feeling a little bit tight. Stretching towards me. And coming up. And dropping in. Nice long stretch. And coming up until that is a good stiff spot for me today. And gently stretching. Nice big breath. Widen your feet just a little bit so my feet are wider than my hips, and dropping yourself down a little bit more. So I feel like I'm kind of level with my legs if you want to go deeper. Dropping in. And nice big breath. Gently bring your arms back up, pressing up. And go all the way down if you've got the space. And nice big breath coming up, making sure your tummy is engaged as you come up. And resting down. Again, bring your left leg in now that we're warmed up. Dropping in again a little bit further. And coming up. Nice long stretch. See if you can pull your upper body a little bit closer towards me. Feel like you get a deeper stretch in your glutes. And coming up. And dropping in. And this time bring your hands out in front, reaching all the way up. And twisting towards your left. And coming up. And reaching around. A nice big breath, reaching up and dropping in again. Nice long stretch. And if you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you can kind of press in a little bit on your knee. I'm pressing just a little bit into my thigh, not on my kneecap. And coming up. Switch sides. Nice big breath and pressing forward. And coming up. And reaching towards me. And coming up. And reaching in. And you can always bring your ankle in a little bit closer towards you, a little bit further out. Really play with it. And bring your hands out. And coming up and taking a twist. Nice twist. And coming all the way up. And once more dropping forward. up and letting your legs relax down. Little side to side shuffle. Grab your hand weights. So you're working arms a little bit. So we'll just do some small bicep curls. So I feel like my elbows are pretty tight in. I'm keeping my hands, I don't want to say, they're pretty straight out towards you. You can slightly angle them and you'll feel a few different muscles work. Probably feeling the shoulders work a little bit differently, and it changes how the bicep muscles work. Find the angle. If this is really what's most comfortable, or if you want to alternate. And then gently relax your arms down. Coming into more of a, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what this move is if you use it on like exercise machines. But we're doing a lot of back work. Make sure your tummy's engaged. And pressing back in. Drop your shoulders. Holding in, so I'm just holding back. Drop your shoulders a little bit more. Mine kind of went up a little bit. And now gentle movements, small in and out movements. You'll probably feel this, I would say more deltoid, that muscle cap on your shoulders. And a little bit of tricep. And just relax your arms down. Nice big breath, holding up. And just this alone, good static movement. I'm holding on to my weights, not like with a really tight grip, but with a real loose grip, just so I don't drop them on the floor. And relaxing down, holding tight. Feel the weight shift into your fingers. And coming up. And slowly dropping down. And coming up. Holding in and letting it drop down. And then drop a little bit out, so I'm kind of like feel like I'm flying. And coming down with a slight lift. And coming down. And up. And dropping down. And coming up. And down. So just making some small movements. If you feel these a little bit more, your arms might be a little bit tired. And dropping down. Do a few that are a little bit quicker. Let your arms relax. A few shoulder rolls. And coming into our bicep curl again. So if you feel some new muscles working, perfect. Just doing that side lift with our arms creates a lot of different muscle usage, doesn't it? And then bring your arms out again. And you know, if this is too easy, grab a bigger weight. I don't necessarily need to work my muscles to build a ton of muscle. I have plenty of muscle, it's more of gentle shaping. If I wanted bigger muscle, it's more weight. Or if you feel like your strength is not the best, you can play each time with a different hand weight set. So if you want to do 1s and 2s or 2s and 3s, something like that. And then even if you get to a point where your arms are tired, if you go down weight, you can still do them. So it's not necessarily about how much you're doing or like it's more of actually form and function. So as long as you're doing the moves correctly, it's a lot of shoulder work. My shoulders get a lot of work every day, so for me to keep good strength is super important. And dropping back in. And relaxing down. This time we'll come forward a little bit. Feel like you're getting taller, engage your tummy, and then just some gentle kickbacks. So working on your triceps. And for those that are thinking it's too late to fix those flabby arms that keep waving, it's never too late for anything, except for if you don't do it, right? So gently doing some pumping actions. And then side to side. So I'm just like, I kind of visualize that I'm bringing those barbells, the dumbbells together, holding in, and pressing again. And coming back, so it's a tricep. And in again. So I'm holding up, not really with that really tight grip, but I'm just still holding on to the weights and coming up. Nice big breath. We worked your arms a lot in a short period of time. And coming up. Gentle, gentle, and then kind of bring them out just a little bit. You might notice a little bit more flexibility as you do this one, where before it might have been really hard or not as, maybe more challenging to bring your hands out a little bit. Gently dropping down and then coming halfway and then go a little bit down. Halfway and about 3/4. Are your biceps burning? Yep, probably holding out there. If mine are, I'm sure yours are. So they're getting nice and warm, and I'm glad I don't have a very busy day today, right? Or maybe this is when they should be busier, when they're working hard, right? And dropping in. A few in and out movements. Relaxing down. Let your arms just relax just a minute. They did a lot of work, didn't they? Right arm over, opening up your shoulder. And switch sides. Relax them out a little bit. Take your right arm under or over, reaching up really tall. And focus in on really keeping your tummy engaged so you don't, it keeps your posture looking really good. And switch sides. Up and out. Nice big breath. You feel your arms nice and relaxed now. I'll do a little bit more arm just because we can, right? And gently first we'll start with our palms down. Gentle circles. Gentle circles. And then reverse. And holding out. And coming back. And out. And back. And forwards again. Gentle circles. Nice long. Those muscles are getting warm, right? And let them relax. A lot of arm today, so way to go. And reaching out and then going backwards. Holding out. And coming back in. And just dropping your chest forward. And coming up. Reaching up really long. Dropping your hand down. Kind of visualize someone's pulling at each arm. And switch sides. Feeling the same, a nice long stretch. Pushing out, pulling. Gently dropping down. Little side to side motion, little side to side rock. Now we got our arms tired. Nice big breath. Over towards your right. Reaching up real tall. Drop your hand behind your back, taking a deeper twist if you've got the space, or even hand on your waist. And gently dropping down, coming up. Switch sides. Reaching up. And again, drop your other arm if you want a little bit of play. And coming up. And coming up. Side to side movement. Got a lot of waist in too today, didn't we? Over towards your right. And bring it up and over. Opening up your chest a little bit. And reaching up. You can kind of play a little bit with his back leg. Sometimes you want a little bit further forward, sometimes you just want to drop it in. Just a gentle stretch on the side. I do think that kind of that reverse gait is a little bit trickier in a seated position, but it works. And one side might just be easier than the other. Just relaxing down. Nice big breath. Bring your hands back and behind you, stretching your chest forward. towards the sky. And reaching up. Taking a twist towards your right. And reaching up. And twist. Nice big breath, reaching all the way up. And reaching your head forward, dropping your body down. Nice big breath coming up. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.